This break is brought to you by Audible. For a free 30-day trial and a free audiobook, head over to audible.com/Gamebreaker. Now, Gamebreaker have posted in the past about some of the rumours and facts that we know or don't know about Blizzard's super secret Project Titan. Now, a lot of that information, when we were talking about it in the past, specifically the content from people like Alphanoid, was coming to us via a website called Titan Focus. And they're back. They've got some more information. Again, this should definitely be treated as rumours and speculation. They've done a good amount of work, they say, about verifying these leaks and verifying the sources. But of course, you always have to take this kind of stuff with a pinch of salt. So, that in mind, obviously with our skeptical hats on, let's talk about exactly what they've said. So they've gone on to talk about the game universe, saying that it's very much based on Earth's history, but also includes a high amount of fiction. They're saying it will have a deep history, similarly to Warcraft and Starcraft. They're planning to incorporate many Warcraft elements into Titan's world, but mostly Easter eggs rather than real serious sort of parts of the gameplay. There's apparently going to be a lot of time travel, and they're going to have everything at our disposal, all the way from magic to guns. And what's more, there's heavy use of Greek, Roman and Viking myths, and they're getting some of the established guys who work on the Warcraft franchise, such as Robert Knack, to come in on the writing side. So what can we make of that? No huge surprises there, I suppose. I mean, you could say that Warcraft uses everything from magic to guns for starters. And the incorporation of other elements of other enormously successful franchises into Titan's world, I guess that isn't a great surprise. Anyhow, moving on to gameplay, they've gone on to say that it's an MMORPG. Now, looking back at our previous post, we kind of ascertained that from other sources, so that seems a fairly comfortable thing to assert. We're going to have a third-person view, therefore, so the MMOFPS seems pretty unlikely based on these particular rumours. There will be tab targeting. Wow, amazing. It will benefit from a completely new game engine. Now, this is quite exciting stuff because obviously we all know that Warcraft's been around for quite some time and Starcraft isn't exactly a spring chicken itself, but it's really good to see a new game engine has been developed for Titan. It promises good things. The graphics, though, they go on to say, will be in the established Blizzard style, which to me means a sort of semi-cartoony, not hyper-realist look. I can see this being a good thing if it's true because, I mean, I think that served WoW pretty well. I think they've done a pretty good job there, excuse me. It's going to be a 12 plus PEGI rated game, no great surprise. It's going to be designed with esports in mind. Now that, again, that's a good thing. So it looks like they're going to try and grow it into a successful esport. Last but not least, the game will have an auction house, this tipster says. Nothing conclusive about a real money auction house at this phase. But apparently they say that Blizzard was planning to introduce a real money auction house into WoW at some point. Interesting. Not so sure about that. So again, looking at all of this, there's some stuff in there which isn't an enormous surprise. We kind of already drawn the conclusion that it was an MMORPG, albeit tenuously. And although these rumours serve to fuel that fire, you should definitely not be taking this as any kind of confirmed information. And so, miscellaneous information, 150 developers are working on it now. This isn't a great surprise. We were told over 100 in September of last year, so as it's being ramped up, 150 working on it seems perfectly reasonable. They're about to bring a new community manager into the team, and some testers will be needed in the near future, so get your CVs ready, guys. Many of the new team members they add have come from Blizzard's other projects. Is that really a rumour? I don't know that could even really be counted as a rumour. It seems so sort of clear to me that that's how they do it. So they're saying that Jay Wilson is on the Titan team as well. Feel free to draw your own conclusions there. Interesting. We knew he'd left the previous team he was with, so we'll have to see where that goes. They were considering implementing in-game recording at one point, but they are unsure of the current status of this. And they're saying this is probably the most exciting thing, and if this comes to pass, that's kind of big news. What they're saying is that at BlizzCon 2013, so BlizzCon this year, there'll be a Titan teaser. I'm just going to let that sink in for a moment with you guys. Yeah, a Titan teaser at BlizzCon 2013, giving details and information for all other major expansions as well. But there's going to be small Titan teasers at the event, but nothing major. They don't want to show any gameplay until they have a solid date for beta. Wow. I mean, so they're saying that not only is there going to be a Titan teaser at BlizzCon 2013, but also announcements for StarCraft expansion, the next StarCraft expansion, the next Diablo expansion, and the next Warcraft expansion. Now, the Warcraft expansion isn't a huge surprise. It's kind of about the right time for a Warcraft expansion with the new improved rate that they're proceeding at, particularly when we're considering that 5.4 is expected to have landed actually before BlizzCon. So that makes sense. But expansions for Diablo 3, okay, yeah, that's been a while coming. But for StarCraft, we've only just had one. This is interesting. So we'll just have to wait and see. This, to me, my only sort of skepticism here is that this seems an awful lot of information for them to dump down in one huge BlizzCon. That's a minor criticism, obviously. So we'll have to see what happens. I mean, if it does happen at BlizzCon 2013, wow, that would be pretty amazing. So I'm excited about that. And what else? The final few little tidbits. The game has a name which has already been changed many times over, and it's currently unknown. And they're going full out when it comes to soundtrack. Every zone will have its own sounds, etc., etc. And they will vary enormously in type, rhythm, and so on. Again, no huge surprise there. The guys at Blizzard are renowned for their amazing audio work and amazing soundtracks. So that is no huge deal. So the biggest thing in there is this BlizzCon 2013 announcement. What do you think? Are you surprised? Are you amazed? Are you worried? Are you concerned that this will overshadow other things happening at BlizzCon? What do you think? And please, guys, do not take this as fact. Do not take this as confirmed. Do not take this as anything more than unsubstantiated rumours. But of course, it is fun to speculate. So we'll keep you abreast of any further information that comes up about these rumours. And as always, keep it locked and dialed to Gamebreaker TV for all your gaming needs.